aspirations. Okay, and even Indian pharmaceutical industry is also having a larger support, or we can say a larger footprint across the globe, and we are almost supporting more than 20% of total global pharmaceutical needs from India. So you can see that how impactful Indian industry and how their strong contribution to maintain the global health. Okay, and that's why when you started this pandemic situation, so I think from last 2 years we are facing these difficult situations, and that's you might see that the whole world was looking at India, because India is having very strong footprint into pharmaceutical as well as biotechnological platforms, and even similar to pharmaceutical industry, we also have very strong footprint into biotechnology, and we manufacture world's 1/3 of the vaccine requirement into India, and that's why we can see that India is acting as the medicine company for the whole world. So as we're having very strong footprints within pharmaceutical industry, we have a larger opportunities within Indian pharmaceutical industry to start our career. But to start with our career, we also have a lot of opportunities and a lot of choice to decide which type of career we need to choose, and that is very important in our career. We need to choose, and we need to have appropriate ambitions to define or to have appropriate role modeling for us. Okay, so pharmaceutical industry is having multiple stages. Broadly, you can define into first one is researching, which is nothing but the innovative a model, or which we can say a development platform. Okay, where and this development platform also itself is having two types of categories. One is we can say new launch, and then late launch. Okay, so what do you mean by a totally a new product introduction or new innovations? That starts with your we can say new chemical entity identifications, and then converting this new chemical entity into new formulation. Okay, that will be called as totally new innovations, and the launch is being called as new development. And then the second part of development is coming to the next level, which we call as late phase development, or which is also known as generic development. Okay. So generic developments are nothing but the innovative product is already been in the market as a part of we can say patent protections that might have exclusivity into market for 15 to 25 days, 25 years, based on country specific regulations. And after that, the other companies are having opportunities to develop their equivalent brands, which will have bioequivalent, and then those products can be registered with the respective health authorities. We can get the approvals, and then we have opportunities, or the companies are having opportunities to launch their product into market. Okay, so these are the two areas which are related totally with the development. And then the next level which comes is the manufacturing. Okay, so second phase of pharmaceutical industry which is coming as a commercial manufacturing, where you can see that the developed products are commercially launched and commercially manufactured to supply to various patients. Okay, this manufacturing houses many streams into that. We have multiple complex formulation types. We can define manufacturing capabilities into solid orals, including tablet, capsules, liquids. Okay, then we have semi-solids like ointment, gels, and everything. And then we also have a specialized manufacturing like parenterals, lozenges, and everything. So based on the different platforms which is being used into manufacturing, you need to have different skills. Okay, And then the third leg, I can say that into pharmaceutical industry, which is also playing a lot of role to ensure that appropriate development is in place and appropriate manufacturing is happening, and that is been called, we called as a service sector, okay, where multiple cross-functional teams are being there, which are supporting into service functions. So service function is nothing but we can say active manufacturers, then we can say key starting material manufacturers, excipient manufacturers, IT infrastructures who are supporting the technological modifications. Then we can say the clinical space, clinical partners, hospitals, institutions, all are being clubbed into the third leg, which we call as the service providers, okay, or the service platforms within the pharmaceutical industries. Okay, so now coming back to the opportunities. Anybody is having question? Yeah, I'm seeing some message that somebody wants to unmute himself. No questions? Okay. Okay. So everyone can desire to have, or they can have aspirations to select some of the rules within all these three platforms. Somebody can say that I'm having aspiration to start. Hello. Sorry, I'm not able to hear you. Hello. Hello, there is some disturbance. I am not able to hear you. Okay. Okay. So individual can have their aspirations to start their career into development. They can choose their aspiration into different fields of development. Somebody can choose that I want to have core research scientist into pre-development. Okay. Somebody can say that, yes, I want to be a scientist, but I want to contribute into late stage development where generic formulations are being formulated. Okay. And somebody can choose that I'm having some of the skills, but I'm not good into research, but I am having very good skills into analysis of the product. Okay, then I'm having very good skills of formulations or manufacturing capabilities and everything. They can select career into manufacturing capabilities. And the third part, which is again we can say innovative model or service model, where people can be part there. Okay, and they can also aspire to be part of the third platform. Okay, service provider. Now, how you can choose, okay, and what specific needs or what hard skills and soft skills you need to develop, okay, while selecting your career, okay. It is not that easy that even if you are aspiring that I want to be a scientist, and then you can go with the basic knowledge and basic capabilities and you go into interview and then you will able to qualify. No, it is not possible, because there are multiple people who are also appearing into interviews, okay, to get selected for specific roles, okay. So you need to really identify what are the soft and hard skills which are being required. Okay. Now coming back to the three areas what we spoke. So coming back to research area, can you able to help me out? In your opinion, what will be the hard skills you are requiring or soft skill you are requiring to starting a career into research field? You please feel free to unmute yourself and please contribute. I just don't want to have one-way interactions. I just want to have interactive sessions. Anyone? Please feel free to unmute yourself. Please raise your hands if possible. Hello. Do you hear me? Sorry. Praveen, are we having any participant or they're facing some challenge?
Hello, sir. There are more than 100 participants, almost 110 participants.
Yeah, but they want to contribute, yeah, or we can go ahead. What?
Sir, actually what happened in last 5 session, first session is going to be over. After that, students are asking their question. So I think so.
Okay.
Same pattern is here. Students are expecting. So I'm sending
No
message to
problem.
them.
No issues. Then what I will do, I will complete my guidance, and then probably
Yes,
we can go into question and answer. Okay.
yes, sir.
So coming back to identify the real hard skills and soft skill which has been required. So hard skill definitely it is coming from your educations, your educational qualifications. Okay. So for example, if you want to go for development, definitely you need to have acquired skills for researching. Okay, so researching means what? You need to have mindset, innovative mindset. You need to have capabilities to identify different opportunities, to experiment and to identify the new things. Okay, experiment cannot be only for identification of new things, but there can be some failures and some wins. Okay, failure is also, we can say, equally important contributions, because that avoids necessary knowledge for a beginner, to avoid that. Okay, so here into a research, hard skills are definitely you're being taking a pharmaceutical degree or post graduations. Okay, so based on your interest in a development, you might have interest into chemical innovations, you might have interest into analytical innovations, you might have interest into clinical innovations. Based on your interest, you can acquire appropriate hard skills. Okay, the basic, or we can say a doctorate or a master's degree to get that hard skills. Okay, or education qualification to minimally qualify for those roles. Now coming back to what are the needs of soft skills. Okay, so everywhere soft skills play a larger role. Okay, and it is really important to have appropriate soft skill within you, which should be aligned with the respective roles. Okay, in research field, you may not directly get higher positions. There might be a position starting from junior research scientist, then you go on scientist, senior scientist, research managers, then senior management, and then the leadership team. Okay, so every role is having its own characteristics which has been required. For example, if you want to start your career as junior scientist, okay, then first, I think probably one of the things you might need to understand is there are larger difference between the academics as well as the industry. Okay, academics, you will have a knowledge or the infrastructure related with the basic needs. Okay, you may not have a sophisticated instruments available. Vice versa, in the industry, you will find a very strong infrastructure and very specialized equipments either available inside their infrastructure, or they might have a service provider who is providing those facilities for them. So for industry, you may not find any challenges while making capability of infrastructure. Okay. So here, the junior research scientist role really plays a modulation between transitioning you from your academics into industry. Okay, so what this means? Okay, this is means that the expectation of this role is you need to utilize the basics of academics, which has been learned into your education, and then transform them into industrial practices. For example, you might have learned how to prepare solutions, how to prepare the analytical reagents and everything. Those skills you need to utilize, and same skills you can take care into industry. But the next platform is you may not use same equipments what you are utilizing into academics. Okay, so industry will have different equipments. Okay, so here a junior role plays a lot of value additions for this transformation. It adds a lot of training, a lot of hands-on experience to work on that instrument. Okay, and to really get expertise in handling on soft skills. What soft skills you're requiring for this transition? Definitely, you need to have a learner mind. Okay, what do you mean by learner mind? Then you should be open-minded to accept any role, any techniques for understanding, or you should be very keen to learn those technologies. You cannot have choices within the industry that I have been hired into junior research position and then I want to work into one of the ambitious project of the industry. No, it is not possible. Okay, because industry really don't have time, because everything is really dependent on a time, and that's why they try to select the resources based on the capabilities and based on the skills what they are having. Okay, they need appropriate people to speed up appropriate development. Okay, so you need to be have very strong analytical minds also. Okay, because you need to learn and you need to apply. Okay, what are your learnings, basic learning, what are your specialized learning, and what is your analysis, how it is getting impacted, what are the roles of different machine parameters, how they are playing with your results and everything. So, and one of the important soft skill will be always helpful for you is communications. Okay, communication play a wider role here, because you should have enough capabilities to express your learning, express your findings. Okay, express your we can say difficulties. Okay, express your incident to any hierarchy within the organizations, and that really bring a differentiation between the people. So some of you might have undergone through some of the interview process, and you might wonder that what these interviews are placing a value in candidate selections. So usually interviews are being taken care or are being conducted to understand what are your behavioral capabilities. Okay, technical capabilities, majority of the people are having same capabilities. We can just consider that it will range between 25% variability. So some people will be very scholar, some people might be average, some people might be on lower grade. Okay, which will have a 20% variability. But really, a behavioral capabilities and competencies really make a difference. Okay, some people, and why I'm stressing on behavioral capacities, because that is really important, and in majority of the cases, that makes a difference into a success. For example, now in research, okay, if I want to be a part of research and that experiment lasts or need a supervision for 24 hours, okay, and if some scholar or some person comes and says that I don't have a physical or behavioral capabilities to be at the role for 24 hours, okay, but whereas some person can come and say that no, I'm not having that capabilities, but I'm having very strong supervisory power and I can withstand for 24 hours and I can observe this. So definitely that opportunities goes to a person who is having that capabilities. Okay, and this makes really difference into interviews. Okay, usually you will find that interviews are balanced between 50% is being focused on technical capabilities to check your what are your basic qualifications. They will challenge you with some basic questions, and some of the time they might challenge you with the complex questions. Okay, and the half part of interviews is really focused on testing your behavioral capabilities. So here you need to really develop your soft skills or your behavioral capabilities, okay, uh, along the line of your educational qualification. Now you might wonder or you might have a question that what are your behavioral aspects which are being considered. Okay, uh, so there are multiple behavioral aspects, and organization to organization it get differentiated with the different names and everything. But probably there are 5 to 6 areas which you can focus. Okay, one is definitely a communications. Communication, that does not mean that you need to have very fluent communications. Okay, you need to have very strong pronunciations which is matching with the European accent or American accent. No, that is not expectations. Okay, communication is expected that are you able to really transit or transform your learnings or your situation in better words, and that can be easily understood by the audience. That is the pure expectation. Okay, and in communication you might see that your written skills are also being tested, your oral skills are being tested, your physics are being tested, your behavior physics and everything, those can be tested. Okay, then coming back to the next is collaborative, how collaborative you are. Okay, because pharmaceutical industry is not an individual role. Okay, individual person does not matter. It is a teamwork. Okay, it is a collective efforts, and that's why collaboration is really important within all the roles. Okay, one of the example is take a manufacturing. Okay, if QC person just say that I'm the individual person and I will go and start analysis and I don't matter what company wants to manufacture. For example, if they come back with raw material for 10 products, okay, one product is having high volume and having very high requirement into a market, and the other product is having very small requirement and does not have that urgencies. But consider that that person has started analysis of non-important ingredients. What will happen? Time will go. Okay, company will not able to get the opportunities to hit the product with the need. Okay, and that's why collaboration is really important. Collaboration within the team, collaboration outside the team, with other functions, with other service providers. Okay, that really matters, and you need to have open minds. You need to accept the point of view of other people. Okay, you need not to react very sound or very strongly. Okay, you need not to be too aggressive. Also understand the challenge of other people as well. Okay, and then my suggestion is understand the situations, identify what are the options, okay, and then take appropriate decisions based on the risk. Okay, what are the risk and benefits? That is really important while making the decisions. Okay, and collaboration plays a lot of role in driving that. Then the next we can say integrity, how integral you are to support the best interests of the organizations, how you are committed to the organizations, how committed you are to take care of the priorities of the organizations. Okay, then you can say trust. You should be a trustworthy person. Okay, you should does not have any conflict of interest. You should not say that I am working 8 hours within the organizations and rest 16 or 18 hours I will work for other competitor organizations and I will start my own business and everything. No, everything should be open to the organization. Even though you have some business interest in parallel, you should go, you should communicate. Okay, and then the other part is you should have appropriate honesty. Okay, if you see in current recent pharmaceutical trends, the pharmaceutical industry from last 5 to 6 years facing a lot of challenge into data integrity. And there, based on the analysis, we identified that around 20% of the data integrity challenges are coming from the personal integrity. That means persons are compromising, persons are manipulating these data, okay, when there is no need. In the industry, if you really want to start, please start your career with pure honesty. If you are not able to get appropriate results, go and disclose to your manager that we are not getting that results, and this is the situation. Okay, so these are the soft skills which are really playing a larger role. Okay, so these hard skills and soft skills will really help you in all levels of organizations or all areas of the organizations. If you want to be a successful into development phase, if you want to successful into manufacturing phase, or if you want to be successful into service provider phase, definitely that really helpful. Now, coming back to the other topic of our today's engagement, coming back to what are the recent trends which are happening into pharmaceutical industry, which is opening a larger opportunities for people for the place. So definitely one of the thing is data integrity professionals. Okay. Many organizations are facing a larger challenge on data integrity, okay, because of many challenges. Okay, one, people development, second one is procedural development, and third one is one of the important is infrastructure development. Okay, so these are the three areas where if you see the trend within pharmaceutical industry for last 5 years, there are a lot of transformation has been happened to mitigate the needs of data integrity. And why this data integrity has been important? Because data is core for determining success or failure of anything. Like if there are some experiment to decide the success and failure, data is important. And if that data is collected in appropriate manner, the decisions making is very easy. The decision can be pass or fail. That really depends on the we can say the real data. Okay, but there are certain people or organizations who involved into manipulations of those data to get the desired output of the results, which is now being caught by different health authorities. And why this is important, data integrity? Because the benefit, if you manipulate the data as an everything, that benefit is very small as compared to the actions which is being taken by health authority if you've been caught for data integrity failures. There are multiple examples. Okay, the actions which has been taken care by health authority is very stringent. They can cancel your license. They can initiate import ban on you, where you cannot manufacture the product, you cannot export product. Okay, so these are challenges. So you need to really understand that why I need to manipulate. Probably if you want to enter into pharmaceutical industry, please enter into pharmaceutical industry with 100% honesty. Okay, If somebody really wants to manipulate data, please go back to that person, please go back to next person, and please express your uncomfort to manipulate the data. Do not start the things with manipulation, because that culture really destroy a pharmaceutical industry. Okay. Now coming back to the learnings from data integrity now. So pharmaceutical industry is now moving to a next level transformations, and that we call as data and digital. Okay. So over last 3 years, you might see that the interviews of various pharmaceutical industry CEOs and everything, and you will consistently find that data and digital is one of the need of all the organizations. Okay. Pharmaceutical industry is holding a lot of data. Okay, and these data are having into various forms. Some of the data is available into paper documentations. Some of the data is available into paper-based documents, electronic documentation. Some of them in hybrid states. Okay, but this data is not making sense to the pharmaceutical industries, because they are not able to make appropriate conclusions, because we do not have appropriate technologies to really transform this data into readable forms. And now, from last 3 years, pharmaceutical industry is going through a lot of change, and that's why there are a lot of digitalizations are happening within the organizations. Okay, and this digitalization is the main aim is to transform all these data from paper-based documentations, hybrid documentations, or electronic documentations into a form which will be very suitable to transcribe these data into representable form with the help of artificial intelligence, with the help of different techniques of visualizations. Okay, and this is, I can say, a future kind of organizations where if you really want to aspire your knowledge, or aspire you want to be part of pharmaceutical industry, my suggestion is there are a lot of opportunities for you to take a different hard skills and soft skills to participate into this journey. Probably this data and digital will go beyond for many years within pharmaceutical industries. Okay, and there are larger contributions can be made into pharmaceutical industry. So what I mean data and digital. Okay, so there are multiple data into clinical space. Okay, you can contribute into how to collect the data, how to transform these data. There are multiple data into manufacturing space, because you know that each and every batch is being documented, starting from raw material analysis to finished product analysis, and as well as market distributions. Okay, so there are many manufacturing science related data is being generated, which is really helpful to control product into its desired states. Okay, so here there is a real experts which is being used. Okay, and my recommendations, or what I will suggest you, that you acquire some knowledge or some hard skills to understand what is data, what is digitalizations. Okay, you can get a help from different learning platforms to understand how data and digitalization techniques are there, how digital champions are being generated. Okay, so that will be we can say a differentiated characteristics from you, which can be contributed, and skills can really differentiate you from the crowd, and there are highly chances that you will get easily hired by the organization. Okay, this is one part. And second part, if you see the industry is facing a larger challenge on the cost now. Okay, you might see that might be a multiple statement coming from US FDA regulators, European regulators, even coming from our Ministry of Health and everything, which is challenging the cost. Even in India, we have a separate regulations, which is called as NPPA or DPCO, a special act to control the prices of the act. And the control of these prices are really, we can say, a challenge for industry, because there are multiple platforms which is influencing the price of the products. And there, the next area which gets open, which we call as operational excellence. Okay, operational excellence really brings capabilities to understand the different variables who are influencing either productivities, either price components and everything. And that techniques really help us to work along with that, standardize those processes, standardize the demand and planning so that the cost can be maintained flat. Okay, and these skills are really helpful, again, similar to data and digital. Okay, where you can really make yourself differentiated, and how you can acquire these operational excellence skills. Okay, so there are many consultants, or there are many learning institutions which are offering green belt, lean sigma certification, or six sigma certifications, which are basic courses into these operational excellence fields. You can definitely go and acquire that knowledge, because that makes a differentiation in overall your career aspirations. That really bring a standard approach. Okay, you can really see not only a pharmaceutical industry, but even your personal lives or personal day-to-day activities, you will see from different lanes. Okay, because there are multiple techniques, standardized scientific tools can be utilized to standardize the processes and standardize your approach. Okay, then the third part, what I'm seeing is really differentiating from my side is a knowledge into statistics. Okay, data and digital is really dependent on your knowledge within statistics. Okay, because statistics really help you to convert your data into, we can say, a conclusive format. Okay, so if you really want to acquire some knowledge, some hard skills, some soft skills into statistics, that is, again, I can say, you can be really open, and you can really acquire those knowledge. And these three areas are really important and can be supported across all the three fields, into development phase, into manufacturing field, or into a service field. Okay, and the sky will be limit for you once you support your differentiations. You will get a lot of, we can say, higher skills and capabilities to acquire those differentiated roles. And again, we go for careers to earn money. So these differentiated roles play a different platforms, and that brings a differentiated pay structure for you. Okay, which cannot be same like a basic. Okay, any differentiation into a role, it comes with a differentiated pay structure. So you will get an opportunity to have higher pay structure within the organizations, even though your experience may not be that great. Okay, so these are the skills and capabilities which are the current trends within the industries, and that can really help you. And apart from this current, then regulars are still there, like you can contribute into analysis, you can contribute into manufacturing platforms, you can contribute into basic research and everything, which requires the same platform, which you might get, which you might know by having your interactions with your current friends or your seniors, supervisors, and everything who are working into current industry. Okay, so I think we are almost there, around 45 minutes are being there, and we are having around 13 to 15 minutes. So I will stop here now, and we can open the floor for questions.
Yes, student can.
Yes. Sir, I have one question.
Yes.
Please introduce yourself, your name, and then have your questions.
Good morning, sir. Myself, Nitin Kukkar. I'm a final year student from KBHS Trust Institute of Pharmacy. And sir, my question is, when we will join industry, after B Pharm or M Pharm?
Again, this is another a good question, where to start, which is the right time to enter into industry. Again, I will say that there is no good time and bad time to join the industry. It really depends on your aspirations, what aspirations you want. Okay, if you want that, I want a scientist to be a scientist, then definitely B Farm may not bring that platform to join you as a scientist, because your basic qualifications may not cater to the role requirement. Okay, so here my suggestion is you need to understand what is your aspirations, what is your career goal, where you want to start your career. But if you want to start a career into manufacturing side as an operator or as a preliminary supervisor, then definitely B Farm will be a right competition or a right qualification to enter into industry. Okay, so definitely here your own aspirations is really matter. Okay, but some of the people might have very stronger aspirations, but you need to also see that you have appropriate financial strength to get those aspirations as well, because to get that aspirations you need to have a basic hard skills or educational qualification which has been required, which involves a lot of financial support. But there again you can have, I can say, interim solutions where you can start your career with the minimum qualifications like D Farm, B Farm, or M Farm. You can enter into industry. You can start earning some of the things, and then you can look for your aspiration to upgrade your educational skills to next level, so that you can reach to your desired aspiration or desired role. Okay. Even some of the organizations are there who really supports in upskilling of the people with higher educations. They really arrange some of the collaborations with some of the institutions where the organization people can really go through the education upgradation from B Farm to M Farm, from M Farm to PhDs and everything. So there is no end. You can enter at any time, but really be firm on your aspirations. I will say that enter into pharmaceutical industry with highest qualifications, because there are larger chances that you can be into a better role. Okay, if you start with the basic knowledge, you need to start with the basic role within pharmaceutical industry. Hope Nitin, I have answered your question.
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot. Thank you, sir.
Hello,
sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, myself Jadhav Smriti Ramdas from KBHSS Trust Institute of Pharmacy. My question is, sir, what are the stages of selection in pharma industry?
Okay, thank you, Shruti. So I think again, stages of selections are really differentiated across the organization. Some organizations will only go for interviews. Some organizations go through campus interview process. Some organizations go through in-organization interview process or selection process. But usually, organization identifies or goes through different selection process based on the need of that role. For example, if organizations wants to hire freshers, they definitely go for two types of selection process. One is campus interview process, or second is in organization process. So in campus interview, probably you might go with the different stages of campus interview, like they might conduct your written test. After written test, they might put you into discussion panels, and then the third process what they are following is interview process. Okay, so in written skills, they might test your technical capabilities. In discussion panel, they might test your communication skills, your behavioral skills and capabilities. And in interview panel, they will try to challenge you on your innovative minds and everything. Okay, definitely these are the three different skills being used, but based on the rules and based on the hierarchies, definitely there will be a variability. For example, if you want to start as a junior most positions, then definitely all these three might be employed in selections. But as you grow into organizations and you apply to the role at a higher level positions, the selection criteria may get changed, and which might get only up to interview process, and that interview process also get complex based on your complex rules. For example, if you really want to be a CEO of organizations, then you might need to go with the different interviews. First, there might be a technical interviews, then there might be a strategic interviews, and then there might be a leadership interviews. Okay, so there are different techniques are being employed, but the best or we can say the general techniques which are being used are technical examinations, discussion platforms, and the third one is individual interviews. Yeah, next question, please. Hope I answered your question.
Sir, myself, Mohammad Faisal. Hello, sir.
Yes, Faisal.
Yeah, please go ahead, Ahmed.
Yes, sir.
Faisal.
Sir, myself, Mohammad Faisal. I am a M.Pharm student, first year. I'm studying in first year. Sir, I want to question regarding the research problems. Like, sir, how we can start the research methods and how we can select the topics about our research project. Which topic is suitable for us, sir?
Okay. So specific to a topic selections, so I think you need to, there is no specific guidance to select, okay. But I think we can really identify some of the areas, okay, to select, okay. One criteria is innovations. What innovations I really want to bring into selecting that topic. Innovations means, uh, for example, some drug might be available currently into only injectable form, okay, and that injectable form is really having a lot of pain while administering this product to the patient, okay. So innovation, you can bring that by having this knowledge that it is really a painful injection, okay. You can innovate that formulation into tablet formulation, which will have we can say a less pain or less compatibility issues to the formulation, and that called as innovation. Second, I will say a need. What is the need? Okay, for that innovations. Okay, so need means what? It should have a larger impact on the society. It should not happen that research is happening, but the use is very limited. Okay, so for example, if you are selecting a drug, okay, or selecting area which can have a contribution for very less populations, okay. I do not say that that is not a need, okay, but we need to see implication as well and our area, okay. How I can select that and how it will bring a larger impact into society. I really want to impact a larger part of a society or smaller part of a society. Okay, then this selection will be really depend on the severity. Okay, in smaller need also the severity is very high. That like oncology space, you can see that there are a small number of people or small percentage of people are getting impacted with oncological complications, but the severity is too high. The life of people is high stake, and that's why you will find that people are really having high level of research into oncology field. Okay, and the next criteria, what I will say that infrastructure. Evaluate your infrastructure, what is available with you. You cannot select a topic where infrastructure is not available. Okay, infrastructure means what? I will say that the formulation capabilities within your premises, analytical capabilities within your premises, and then clinical capabilities within your premises. So these are the basic areas you need to challenge, you need to consider while selecting a research topic. And on industry level, it is very easy because that comes from market search or market research, and you get a ready-made expectations which has been supported by a marketing team. But in academics, it is not that easy. So my suggestion is keep your research topics very basic. In academics, the topic should be translating your analytic theoretical capabilities into experimental learnings. Okay, so you can innovate like analytical space. If currently volumetric analysis is available for some XYZ product, you can try to convert it into other analytical capabilities like spectrometric capabilities, SPLC capabilities, and everything. Okay, so that will bring, we can say, innovations. Hope I answered, Faisal.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Myself, Shweta Devre. I'm from final year. My question is how to select our area of interest where we can make our career.
Okay, I think here I may not be a right person to help you out because you need to be very clear on your own aspirations. Why
No,
I'm
sir.
saying as
Sometimes we are confused to select our career.
I'm
I
guiding
mean
you.
area of interest. That time
I'm
what
guiding
we
you.
do?
Yeah, I'm guiding. Okay, so I think here again, I will not be the best person to really guide you. Which will be the role which is the suitable area for you to start your career. But there are some guiding principles which I really able to help you. So first, you need to really introspect yourself. Why I'm saying introspect, you need to be very clear what are the skills and capabilities you are having. Okay, and you should be very honest with you because there is no judge. Okay, why
Yes.
I'm saying honest, that means you should be really able to understand that what are my key skills. Key skills means what? I am very strong in formulation. I'm very strong into analytical space. I'm very strong in biology. I'm very strong into chemical synthesis and everything. So here, that really brings one of the basic stone for deciding your role modeling. So here, your interest is been defined, which area you are really interested into. Okay. Then again, you need to see other areas as well, which are contributing into that, like what are your financial appetite, what are your learning and prospering capabilities, what are your experimenting capabilities. What do you mean by that? So pertaining to financial aspirations, some of the people might see that the role is not mattering to me, I just want that it should have a handsome package. Okay, then you can go into any role. Okay, you can just evaluate what are the pay masters, what are the pay scales to that role, and you can influence or you can choose any role into that. Okay, but the interest of that people will be only a financial. Some people will select their role based on their current capabilities. Some people will have very clear mindset that I want to go into research even though there is no pay. Okay, even though there is very less pay. Okay, I will start my career into analytical research. I will start my career into formulation. Okay, but I will go ahead. Okay, so these are the real areas. First, you need to be very clear on your interest, your aspirations pertaining to the financial goals. Okay, and based on that, you can select the areas where you want to start.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please go ahead.
Myself, Aniket Hire from last year B.Pharm. I want to ask that for can you tell us about the key skills required to get selected in job interviews?
Yeah, so I think I have already touched upon some of the key skills, soft skills. I'm saying hard skills definitely is coming from education background, but the other soft skills, what I have told you, that will really help you to get success into interview is work on your communications, okay, work on your group discussions, okay, work on your developing other soft skills like having appropriate transformation of one of the information into communicable informations, okay. Be open, be transparent, be collaborative, be a good team player, because you are not going to get an individual role as and when you are going to start a career. You need to play a larger role into a team, okay. So you need to acquire a team spirit, okay. You need to have a good capability to maintain good relationship, working relationship with other associates, okay. So these are the we can say some of the soft skills which is been required, and there is no hard science into that, okay. Those can be learned, those can be acquired while working or while studying itself. Only thing is you need to have a good friendship around you. There should be good feedback sharing between you, and that good feedback is coming from the trust, okay. You should have appropriate trust within your friends, within your teams, within your I can say teachers and everything. Is saying that you're not really having good skills in analyst. You should not estimate yourself and saying that no, teacher is not good enough, he is not able to understand my capabilities, I'm having very strong capabilities. No, you need to really respect the feedbacks, you need to really work on those feedbacks, okay. And feedbacks are really a good learner for us, okay. So feedback coming from your enemies, coming from your good friends, please welcome those feedback, please work on those lapses, and that will really make your development strong, okay. I will just say that development of soft skills and everything is nothing but development of yourself, okay. Be a good human being, okay. Now industry is changing to a new level, okay. They do not want hard worker, they want smart worker, they want a good human being who can take care of their employees, okay. So just be a social, get more knowledge how society is working, okay. Try to understand what are the key skills that have been required to survive into society. That is that are the skills which has been required to be a successful person into pharmaceutical industry.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
Sir,
No, I'm not able to hear you, sorry.
excuse me.
Yeah, please go ahead. I think there are a lot of disturbance. I'm not able to hear you properly.
Yes,
Can you
please
put your
mute.
question in
Please
the chat?
mute the audio. Arshita Nilesh Pawar, please mute your audio.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Hello,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
Myself, Nanishwari Kate from final year. I have a question, sir. How 1 month industrial training is helpful for freshers or B pharmacy students?
So let me understand your question. How this 1 month
Sir,
training
how
is
1 month industrial training is helpful for freshers or B pharmacy students?
useful? You want to understand usefulness, correct?
1 month.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Be honest or being transparent and be brutal. I'm very brutal teacher. 1 month training or 1 month roam around into pharmaceutical industry is not adding any value. Okay, I will just say that it is a trip, okay, of a pharmaceutical industry. Just go there, and even I know that even there are many organizations who still not allow you to have full 1 month at the premises. Even there are some people who really don't go there. Even organizations are giving 1 month training to you. People just want to go for a couple of days and they roam around here and there. Okay, But again, I will say that this is again a curriculum of opportunities, because many institutions are not having those infrastructure who can support you to really understand the pharmaceutical industries. Okay, take opportunity of this 1 month. Do not restrict yourself to 1 month. Okay, there might be some smart people who can go for a trip or go for a visit of 1 day, and they can acquire a lot of knowledge. Okay, here the expectation of 1 month training is to understand how organization is functioning, how that company is organizing or is been functioning, how raw material is coming, what are the testing capabilities are being required, how those raw materials are being converted into finished product, and then what are the testing which has been performed to release that product. So here I can say it is also useful, but equally is not useful if you are not having appropriate interest into that. But if people are really interested, okay, they are having good sense of utilizing those opportunities. That really makes some efforts to understand your book knowledge to actual platform, how the process of formulation is being actually performed into manufacturing. Okay, so I will say please make appropriate use of that training. I don't think so that training will really boost your capabilities, because hands-on experience is not added. It is just, we can say, supervisory knowledge. Okay, you can just go visit the premises, you can just observe the procedure and everything from outside. Okay, so this is only, we can say, a knowledge gaining, but there will not be experience. Experience will come only when you're participating into manufacturing, because pharmaceutical industry is art. Okay, manufacturing of product is art, mixture of art. Okay, so you really need to go, you need to really feel a product, and then you need to really feel or you need to really a development or you need to generate methodology to formulate that product into appropriate shape. Okay, hope I answered your questions, or you are expecting something else from me.
No, yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Hello,
Any other
sir.
question? Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir. Myself, Gayatri Rode. I am from final year B Farm. Sir, is industrial training for 6 months or more is should be added in our curriculum final year B Farm as syllabus is revised?
Again, I will say there will be answer yes or no again to this. Okay, duration does not matter. It really depends on the capability of the person and the openness of the organization where you are going to go for a training. Okay, if the organization is really allowing you to participate into manufacturing process and not only as a supervisor from outside of the room. Okay, then again I will say that 1 month is sufficient. Okay, again 6 months employment or 6 month curriculum and everything. Again, if organization are not going to give a platform, even that duration will not really make a matter or really not make any difference in your development. Okay, so my suggestion is again, take opportunities. Okay, just define a goal, what goal you want to achieve through this training. Okay, a goal means what? If you want to just see that my goal for this 1 month training is to just explore pharmaceutical industry, just to understand process flows and everything, let's go ahead with that goal. Okay, and then it will be sufficient. And probably restrict yourself with your time, because if there are any change into academic durations and everything, it really impact on your hard skill as well. Okay, because if you aspire to have 6 months of training, then your education time will get increased. Okay, and vice versa. Okay, so my suggestion is again, define your goals, go there, experience. Again, I will say that 1 month is also not success, 6 months is also not a success. Okay, even after having spending 17 years of experience, from development, from technology transfer, and now landed into quality, I am still not able to grasp 10% of the knowledge which is industry is having. Okay, so there are a lot of platforms in pharmaceutical industries, okay, and which is very difficult to acquire each and everything within very short period of time. Okay, so I think overall your training period and your career will really narrate you and really help this journey to build on your experience.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Good morning,
Yes.
sir. Sir, myself, Ashwini Bhausar. I am the alumni of the KBH College, and currently I am pursuing my MTech from the NIPER, Kolkata. I had a question that whether I have to prefer the college or the industry to complete my research project, and is it much impactful during that interview?
No, I don't think so that college and organization is impacting on interviews. Okay, my suggestion is the research topic and your learnings are really important. I know that the research organizations and the institution play some role. Okay, I will say that it influence 10 to 20% into selection, but it does not have 100% assurity that if you are going to complete your MPharm, MS, PhD from NIPER, from UDCT, or from some other renowned institution, does not guarantee you to have 100% placement opportunities. Okay, and vice versa. From the organization, if you go and conduct your research into some organization, okay, it does not guarantee you that you will have 100% opportunity or placement. Only thing is, what will make a differentiation is how is your project, how you are executed, what are the learnings from your college, from your organizations, how that research is differentiated, what skills, what capabilities you are learned during your research topics. That really matters, and that really help you to participate into interviews and make yourself differentiated from other people. Focus on your topics, focus narrating on your learnings, your different capabilities, what you have developed while researching, and convince the interviewers. Okay, they will be more, and even interviewers are not expecting that you are just completed your research paper and that research paper is or research paper or research topic is very big and that will really contribute into industrial growth. No, that may not be possible. Okay, it may be, we can say, only a basic level evaluations. Okay, and how you are successful to transacting to convey them that these are the topics, what are my learnings, and how best I can influence or contribute into organizational growth.
Hello, sir. Myself, Pawar Nilesh. I'm in second year. My question is, which is beneficial to B.Pharm candidate after B.Pharm, either MBA or M.Pharm, and how?
Again, this is the questions you need to ask to yourself. Okay, what are your key capabilities? Okay, if somebody is having very good understanding of science, okay, and he's having good capabilities for manufacturing skills, research skills, and everything, definitely I will say that that person needs to go for M.Pharm. Okay, but he should also have aspiration that he wants to make a career into research or manufacturing. Okay, then you can go definitely for M.Pharm as a course. Okay, other way around, if the person is having very good communication skills, he's having good skills to sell anything, he's having good skills to propaganda marketing, if he's having good skills and capabilities for convincing the people to buy something, or he's having good skills to negotiate people and everything, definitely I will ask that people to go ahead with pursuing MBA. Okay, where you will get different tools and skills and capabilities, and you can be a different leader into a different stream of pharmaceutical industry. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Hello,
Any
sir.
questions from
Sir.
student? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Myself.
Yes, you are audible,
Yeah, go ahead,
sir.
Rupesh.
Please ask.
Yeah. Very good afternoon, Prashant, sir. Myself, Rupesh Devre, faculty member from the KBH College. Sir, my little one question. Sir, what can you give a message to those students who want their career in the pharmacovigilance or a software industry like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, Cognizant? What is your message to those students, sir? Please, sir.
Yeah, I think the message again. If you recollect my discussions into the first three current trends which are prevailing into pharmaceutical industry, and definitely there is a need of ours is data and digital, and there IT industries are playing a larger role to transform the development of these pharmaceutical industries to the next level era, which is a digital era now. And you can now see there are multiple changes like real world data, which are also being expected into regulatory submissions and everything, and which is well accepted by regulatory health authorities now. And even along with the pharmaceutical industry, regulatory bodies are also getting transformed by accepting this digital new age. Okay, and here I think my guidance to the people again, I will strongly recommend you to pursue new opportunities beyond pharmaceutical industries into service areas where IT is one of the platform which is really transforming the development of pharmaceutical industry to the new level. Okay, and definitely now IT industry are having larger opportunities, and they are also employing B.Pharm, M.Pharm, and even PhD people to really understand how the pharmaceutical industry is working, and they are bringing new brains into their development. Okay, even software development is not being expected from pharmaceutical people, but definitely the guidance on design principles, like what are the expectations of the industries and everything, and that's why in recently I know also there are many people from my team also, they have moved from traditional manufacturing, traditional researching field, and they have joined into IT field. Okay, but again, it comes with benefits and also comes with the risk. Okay, if you be part of your transition or traditional pharmaceutical industry, you have a hope that you will be there up to retire. Okay, but I am not sure that when you are going to choose your career, you will be there up to that. Okay, because currently there are larger funds are flowing from pharmaceutical industry to IT field, and that's why IT field is more focused on development of pharmaceutical industry. But I don't know how this situation will be there after 5 years, because once the pharmaceutical industry attains a maturity into data field, and then I don't know how organization will spend their budgets on data and digital requirements, and then how IT people will be there to support into pharmaceutical industries. Okay, so my suggestion is take a cautious call, define your career appropriately. Again, define your career goals, how you want. If you want to be there servicing for only 5 to 10 years, then I will definitely say that go and pursue IT fields. Okay, and earn the required financial capabilities which has been required. But if you really want that, I will be only dependent on pharmaceutical industries, then I will say that be a part of core pharmaceutical industries and avoid service platforms of pharmaceutical industries. Hope, Rupesh, I have answered and I have tried to contribute. Again, it brings a lot of variabilities. Again, individual aspirations make a lot of influence while making the decisions. Again, you will be the sole responsible for making your own decisions, because risk and rewards will be again your own. Okay, if you have an appropriate decision, reward will be exponential. Okay, and if you fail into have appropriate decisions, then again the risk is your own.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. I think so. Questions are over from student side. Sir has guided many things that we are always confused during BPharm studies, even after getting admission into MPharm also, because BPharm course covers almost 30 to 40 subjects. There is an certain limitations to select a particular area of interest, or but uh, fortunately from last 4 to 5 years in this direction we have made certain approaches we have built up, that we have sent feedback forms to the student with certain questionnaires and try to explore their area of interest, and according to the area of interest we have organized this guest lecture series from last 2 3 years, and the expert talk on this topic that is very essential or very useful and informative to the student to choose their career. uh, I think from last 2 3 years, students have shared almost 100% level. All students have sent their feedbacks, and we have organized that data. Means how many students have interest in quality assurance, quality control, production, research and development, etc. And that data will definitely help us to organize the different guest speaker or different resource person with the expertise in that particular area. So I think so today's session going to be very useful or informative for us also and for student also, that how to choose our career, how to build our career. So self motivation, financial condition, facilities which are provided to student are definitely will useful to make a career. And some one question is from my side also, that what is a recent scenario due to COVID situation, is there is an any impact on job recruitment vacancies, means, or in case of packages also, means there is an increase or decrease in packages after recruitment. What is the impact of COVID situation, sir?
Okay, I think another we can say very situation specific good question. Okay, definitely this COVID has having a lot of impact not only on pharmaceutical industry but across the many functions and many. So here definitely there are larger impact on the recruitment. Currently, industry is only focusing on supply chain of the product. Okay, so what I mean is that companies are really focusing on manufacturing of the need of the product. Okay, because even the industry persons are being impacted with the COVID. Okay, so they have prioritized their priorities. So currently there are only limited opportunities into manufacturing sectors, and I will say that the research priority for the organizations are currently at the last stage. Okay, research opportunities are on high stake only related with the COVID related activities. Okay, not for the other related activities. Okay, and you will find that currently the recruitment market is almost, you can say, at the lowest, but did not to worry. There are recent trends where this year there are some improvements has been started now. Companies are really started now recruitment, not up to the 100% level, but I can say 50 to 60% level of that. Definitely you will see that some improvement, but definitely the pandemic should be over. Then I think probably you will see that the recruitment will reach to its almost 100% level once we will have end of this pandemic situation. But definitely the people who really wants to secure or to contribute into manufacturing and supply network, they still have opportunities at this moment. For people who really want to be participant into research fields and everything, definitely currently at this moment I will say that the opportunities will be limited at this moment and may not have multiple opportunities at this moment. But let's be cautious. Let's see that how the situations get continued over next 5 to 6 years, 5 to 6 months, when you will be really searching for your roles and your jobs opportunities. And hope that this pandemic should get over, and then you should get your desired roles, and there should be a larger opportunities come on your way. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Now I'm requesting Harshal sir to proceed with vote of thanks.
Okay. Thank you, Dado sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir.
First of all, a very good afternoon to all of you. Myself, Mr. Harshal Pawar, I am an assistant professor of pharmacology at KBH Institute of Pharmacy, Malegaon. It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks for this lecture to all dignitaries assembled here. I would like to thank our today's chief guest, Mr. Holkar sir, for sharing his knowledge, his experience, different ideas regarding the recent trend and future challenges for recruitment in pharma industries. Hope this session will be beneficial to our learners for the future. Now I would like to thank our principal, Dr. Vairagi sir, and thank you, Professor Jadhav sir, for organizing of this guest lecture series 2022. And once again, thanks to one and all present here. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Really thankful for you. You are giving your precious time to us, and in future also, same kind of cooperation is needed from your side. Thank you so much, sir, for
No
giving
issues,
time to us.
no issues. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so I think from my side, I think I'm really open. We know this very close to me, and I think anytime we are having a lot of collaborations. So please feel free. Anytime I'm having off time on Saturdays and Sundays. Okay, so you, as and when you're requiring some contribution from my side, I will be there to support you. I also, because many people I think on the call knows me. I even enjoys to have a lot of interactions with the students and to support a guidance to them for their development. Okay, so please feel free, take opportunities for lectures, and even some of the people want to connect with me. Praveen is having my details. Please connect with me, but please allow me some time, because Monday to Friday fully packed. Okay, and Saturday I really choose some time to engage on that. Okay, but really appreciate and hope today's guidance is really helping you to find the new ways or to really define your success by your own. Okay, so see you soon then. Thank you all from my side, and then I will say good day to all of you, and stay safe.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Now we conclude this session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye then. Have a good day.
Bye, sir. Have a nice day, sir.